Good morning. The weather here today has kind of messed up my plans. Um, Originally, I was going to be the LoBoy is pushed outside. Got the engine sitting here. I've kind of slapped all the outer pieces back on it. Still going to do this, just delayed a little bit. So watch for that. We're going to get this stuff cleaned up, and I'm also going to kind of detail I guess you call it a design flaw, a defect that seems to affect the LoBoys. So today, what I'm doing right now anyway, is just working on the Cadet. So I thought I'd just kind of share what's going on. I figured I'm still waiting for parts to get it running. So I thought rather than trying to start it off with jumper cables and such, I'll try and fix some of this wiring. I've done some looking around too. This is just kind of going off topic here, but check out this seat in this bracket. I've looked at a lot of pictures, all I could find of 109s, Cub Cadets in general, and I haven't seen anything like this. Notice how it's got red paint on it. I don't know if this was adapted from something else. It's kind of nice. I mean, it works. Has a suspension in it that does actually work. Makes the seat very cushiony, even though it has no cushion. The only thing is it makes the seat sit up kind of high. When you sit down, and it does go down a little bit, but you're still, when you think about it, the original seat would have been right to this. The steering wheel would have been kind of up a little bit. When you're sitting on this, the steering wheel is kind of straight out from you. It's a little awkward. I don't know about it. I do like the idea though. So what I'm doing, I can tell this voltage regulator, it's like it's cracked. I don't know what's going on with it. The previous owner said ants got to it. So just getting, I guess probably just gonna, this ground I can reuse for right now. I don't know what this goes. This was just hanging down below. Some other kind of ground, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it connects to the ground too. So that's just some kind of ground for something. Maybe that, I don't know. I'm just going to get this cleaned out of here, and we'll just do new wiring. We'll just get a new voltage regulator. This has had some, I can't tell. It's rusted out. It's gonna need to be fixed. It'll hold a battery for now, but also notice I got a hole in the fender here. I have to fix some rust damage. I don't know what's going on there. It's kind of metal's all. I don't know. Somebody's welded on that. I don't know if they had something stuck on there. I don't know. Anyway, should be able to maybe smooth that out some. So that's what's going on. There's not a connection on here that doesn't have electric. So this thing was replaced in the past. That's good. I have large gauge wire going down to a smaller gauge. That's always approved. It's pretty rusty. This thing's, I guess it's, I thought it was cracked open, but I guess that's just the stuff peeling off. This is metal. He said the ants had gotten into it. Let's see what it's like on the inside. There. Huh. Put that screw. That one appears to be wet. Oh yeah, it's full of water. I'm gonna take this outside and dump this out. Yeah, this was totally full of water. I don't even know how that happens. It's got a seal on it. So this thing was sitting on its side like that. The seat was down. I don't know if water was just, when it rained, was coming down here, dripping on this, going into the screw hole. This thing was completely full of water. You see it's got this seal is intact. Feels like it's in good shape. But yeah, that is definitely seen better days. A few years back, when I noticed a lot of people in YouTube videos wearing gloves, like the nitro gloves, just to laugh at them. Like, God, why are you working on stuff? You're afraid to get your hands dirty. But then I tried some. That's actually not a bad idea, because I don't have a sink or water. I don't have a sink or running water out here yet, so I can't run to the house. Or I mean, that's what I would be left to. Every time you mess with greasy stuff, your hands get greasy. You wipe them off. You're just rubbing grease around. You got to go into the house and wash. You get grease all over the sink handle and soap bottle. If you wear these, as you just see, you get stuff. This isn't really greasy stuff, but I mean, just you wipe them off. If they get really greasy, you just peel them off. Your hands are clean underneath. I can go inside it with the doorknob all disgusting. And so I think for right now, eventually we'll replace all these wires. This ground is okay. I just go ahead and get rid of this one because I'm not going to need it for right now. So there's the wiring harness, what's left of it. And there's the main lead that goes up to the starter. There's really not any point in even trying to just pull that out, because it's not going to be any good. You see these wires are all broken, the insulation's falling off, bare right there, so I'm just going to pull that out. Yeah, so I have to get the gas tank back off, because we want to get back behind here. I think what I may do, I may wait on that, because it's not going to be necessary. It's the first time I get it going. I'm not going to start it with the key. I'm probably just going to just bump it with that to get it started. We'll use a jumper to the coil, and we'll just run it that way. Because the next thing I want to do is I really want to get this thing, it's still full of leaves and turds in there. I want to get this thing washed. I can't move it the way it sits. Oh, that's another thing. Tell me what you guys, so this is the center console cover. I don't think it's supposed to be yellow. Pretty sure, actually you can see white underneath. So somebody painted this. It's got this handle on it, just flops. Even when it was installed, this handle just flopped. So I took it off because I want to see if it was up. That's all that's there. I'm pretty certain there's supposed to be more there than just this. I think something has broken off. It's to be your release, so that if you wanted to push this thing around, you could engage that, and somehow, I believe, my new Cup Cadet just has a pull on the back. You just pull on it, and it's in neutral. You push it around, rolls with perfect ease. I believe that thing, I think that handle contacted, I think these are the valves here, and I really don't see what they would have moved. Is something stuck here? I don't know. I'm not familiar. So if anybody's ever had one of these, or you know how that release works, put it down there in the comments for me. I'd love to be able to roll this thing around, but as it is right now, between this not being released and flat tire, you can't move it. You can't move it for nothing. And that's why it's like kind of just stuck here until I can get it running. Hopefully the transmission, the hydro, all that stuff works. I have no idea yet. So if it does, of course, I'm going to see if we can get it around to the hose and pressure wash it. And then we'll, as long as everything's good, we'll change the fluid and filter on that too. So the rain has now stopped, so I'm going to move to the LoBoy work that I originally had planned for today. All right, that's going to do it for now on this. Part's coming very soon. We're going to see if this thing, transmission works, if this thing will move under its own power. And we're going to turn the pressure washer on. I think that's going to make a, if you're one of those that likes videos of things being pressure washed, I think this is going to be a good one. It has been painted, so pressure washers, it's going to remove a lot of dirt, but we're still going to have this kind of faded yellow underneath. You can see kind of, there's the federal yellow, the kind of more orangey yellow. That's what it should look like. But yep, probably Monday, I believe, is when parts are supposed to be here. So hopefully we can drive this thing out of here and get it over to the pressure washer. Tell me if you've ever had one of these, a 109 or a non-hydro. I don't know anything about the hydro on these, so but tell me if you've ever had a Cup Cadet. Was it any good? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.